Hello everyone, welcome back to Abstract Medicine. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night wherever you are tuning in the world. Thank you so much for joining. I appreciate you as always for clicking that like button if you find these readings helpful. Thank you so much. So today is going to be a pick a pile. It's going to be basically about money, life, career, path. Quick reading, about 10 minutes each, I reckon. I always sound like I'm the pilot of an airline when I speak sometimes. It's really funny. I hear my own voice sometimes. I'm like, who is that? But anyway, it's going to be a pick a pile 1, 2, and 3. Pick a pile 1, 2, and 3. So, am I on track? That's the question. Am I on track? So let's get into it. So pile 1 is going to be this very cool ring, which you may have seen me wear on my index finger. That could be significant for you too. That's going to be pile 1. Am I on track? Money, life, career path reading. 10 minutes each. Pile 2 is going to be a lovely little dragonfly coin thing, and at the back of it, it says imagine. It says imagine there. It might be coming back to you, back to front here, but it says imagine. So am I on track? Pile 2, money, life, career path, little dragonfly. And pile 3, for those of you who choose pile 3, it's the Queen's Head, 10p coin. There are 2 sides of the coin, 3 lions at the back, 10 pence, number 10 could be significant for you, pile 3. Am I on track? Pile 3, money, life, career path reading. Yeah, 10p coin there. Take a moment to meditate and pause before you choose your pile. As we're doing that, in the meantime, let's just take a big deep breath in and deep breath out. Deep breath in, deep breath out through the nose. Deep breath in through the nose and out the mouth. Just let it all out, let it all out, let it all out. Okay, wonderful. Thank you for joining me on that. Let's get started with pile 1. Okay, pile 1. So for those of you who chose the pretty little silver ring here that I wear on my index finger sometimes, welcome to your reading. So, money, life, career path. Am I on track? For pile 1, please, Spirit. Thank you so much. Opening the reading with 2 cards today. Got the 3 of Swords, okay, and we have the 10 of Swords here. It's a little bit sticky. I think it's because there's been some candle wax possibly on there. So 10 of Swords here. Sorry, 3 of Swords and the 10 of Wands here. Okay, quite interesting. Let's get a major arcana for you, because I feel like it's an important reading for each pile here. Okay, major arcana, Frida design. So pile 1 is pile 1 on track, please. 1 card, please. Major designs. Frida designs, major arcana for pile 1. Thank you. Okay, we have the Sun. Let my sun shine away. Some of you are maybe wanting the sunshine, or maybe your sunshine has gone. Because here with the Sun card here, it does talk about, usually happiness, joy, fun in the sun, childhood, innocence, coming back to innocence, play, joviality, not a care in the world, right? But please don't take my sunshine away. It's just the last bit of that song that I'm hearing. So I feel like maybe your sunshine has gone away from you, and I feel like you might be overwhelmed by this, emotionally speaking, because here we have the 3 of Swords. By the way, I'm using the antique Italian cards. or the ancient ones. I think they're called ancient Italians. Hello, I'm not ancient. I'm very much alive over here. And this could be something here where you're feeling almost dead here, because the Ten of Wands is kind of giving me also the energy of the Ten of Swords. So maybe something has ended, or you're in separation from someone. I do see that there has been an ending here, or at least it's a separation, maybe in terms of love. But I feel like there could have been an ending in someone's life, possibly. There may have been a passing. Maybe there's been some sadness that's been really felt here. The Three of Swords is very heavy energy, usually speaking. But there could also be, maybe there's sunshine which is at a distance from you. So this could be metaphorically speaking as a person, someone in spirit, who may also even try to be communicating with you from the spirit realm, possibly. Or this could be in terms of a relationship. This could be someone that you may have broken up with recently, or you've been really burdened by maybe having made this decision, or someone made the decision, and there were really happy times here in the past. But I do see that currently you might be feeling quite forlorn, upset, right? The Three of Swords is also about yeah, maybe there's some truth that's going to be revealed. Gosh, all the cards fell out. Some truth that's been revealed here. Interesting, we have L'Eremita here. Let me just get a card that fell on the floor. 1 second. Okay. So none of these cards came out upright, but these cards came out upright. So we have L'Eremita, which is usually the monk, right? So it's the hermit, and we have the Ace of Wands here. So I feel like there could have been, I feel like you may have been really passionate about something or someone, maybe passionate about traveling somewhere in the sun, or maybe you had the opportunity maybe this summer to go traveling, or go to somewhere. I'm just getting the energy of travel as well. And the sun being at a distance, I feel like you were unable to do that. I do see kind of winter energy and sunshine energy here. So I see the cold and the sun here. L'Eremita is the hermit. This is very Virgo energy, very strong Virgo energy. 2 strong major arcanas here. And then we have the Ace of Wands. So I feel like your passion maybe was to go into, leave the sunshine for a bit and go into hermit mode for some time. Maybe you've been following your spiritual path. Maybe you've been on a spiritual quest, a spiritual journey, where everyone else may have been holidaying and having fun in the sun, in the sunshine. Maybe possibly this summer. The sun card is Leo season usually. So as you know, that's July, August energy. So maybe there was a separation during the summer period, and currently now you've been healing your heart, and you've been learning and wanting to go towards your passions. Maybe you're having a realization, possibly. Maybe this truth has been revealed recently. Yeah, that maybe there was a decision that was a wrong decision that was made in terms of someone here. In terms of money, I'm not quite getting money just yet. I am seeing a lot of thought. I'm seeing passions here, and I do see that there is a new beginning, a new start in a passion project, possibly. Something is sparking your interest. Or maybe for some of you, I do see that you are on the right path, by the way, regardless, because I see whatever has evolved and whatever's happened for you in your recent past. I do see that there was a lot of fun and happiness here. Maybe there's been a separation from someone, and you've been reflecting and looking back on sort of like in a nostalgic way, and thinking, okay, well, actually, I'm in separation from this person. It's been very, very painful for my head and my heart. I'm kind of overwhelmed with it emotionally as well, right, with the Three of Swords. But there was a spiritual connection there, maybe, here, especially here with L'Eremita. And actually, maybe you're realizing that the decision was maybe not the best decision, and, please don't take my sunshine away. And your sunshine may be an individual, another person here. And here in this card, I am seeing particularly a female here, beautiful beautiful, glorious goddess, female here, who has a lot of strong masculine energies. She goes for what she wants usually. This female could be a Leo herself, and you yourself could be a Virgo. I'm not sure. Obviously, these are the two major zodiac signs that are coming through. But in terms of your life path, I feel like there is something maybe you've been... Maybe you've been overworking for some time here. With the Ten of Wands does indicate that, just like too much work. Maybe there's been too much fun in the sun. Maybe you're the most serious one in your company or in your line of work, and I feel like you could be very passionate about what it is that you do. But I do feel like here there is an initiation energy or a beginning of a spiritual quest, a spiritual journey, and I do feel like you've been reflecting on that recently. And I feel like this spiritual quest has something to do with your life path, and potentially your career as well, where I do see that there is something about stepping out of the shadows for some time. Maybe you're someone in the spotlight and then you've had some time to go within. Maybe you're moonlighting with two jobs, like myself in a way. I'm not moonlighting, but as you know, I'm an artist and I'm sort of like front scene, as it were. But I have this spiritual business here where, as you know, I read for free here. Obviously, you know, welcome to send me donations, of course, and I put that back into the channel, as you know, with these lovely cards. But I also do and conduct private sessions here, healing sessions, you know, cartomancy sessions, of course, art therapy sessions, online, off-grid as well at times, in person as well at times. And I also do shamanic healing and dream interpretation with the crystal ball as well, as you know. So, you know, I've got two sort of facets to my character and my personality, and this could also be you yourselves, Pile One, where, you know, you're taking charge of maybe exposing these spiritual gifts that you may have, and maybe there's something about this separation where you've been feeling a bit overwhelmed, possibly, Pile One, or you might be coming into that energy. As you know, time is cyclical, so you might be coming into this energy of like, I'm overwhelmed by these things because I have these skills and talents and desires to be in public for something that I'm known for, my passions, my skills, my beauty, my just energy. There's something about you that is destined to be in the spotlight. 100%, absolutely. You could be draftsmen, draftswomen, you could be people that draw, possibly you could, I don't know, whatever it is, doesn't matter. But I also see that there is also potential to actually bring out into the public the spiritual gift that you may have as well. Okay, Pile One. I'm also seeing in this context the ring as being sort of this energy of something precious, like the ring, as in the precursor for that was the Hobbit. So it's quite interesting that all of these fantastical films and stories all start with a hero's journey, and I do feel like there could be something very precious to you. Please don't take my sunshine away. This could be a person, or this could also be a passion project as well, something you're really passionate about, Pile One. Here with the Six of Wands here, I do see victory here. Sometimes these cards are quite difficult to decipher because, you know, they don't look like wands, they kind of look like swords, they kind of look like a weird clarinet or, I don't know, recorder. Excuse me. But yeah, so Pile One, maybe there's a need for communication as well. Okay, so we do have passions, we have bastani. I do also see you being turned on by an idea, turned on by a passion, turned on by somebody possibly who's the complete opposite to you, but there's an energy and a feeling of opposites attract here. And in here I do see that there is victory here, and I feel like maybe you are thinking about ways about how to close this separation with somebody, possibly, potentially. In terms of this, in terms of money, I do feel, regardless, I feel like there's a lot of success energy here. I feel like there's success here with somebody, with your passions, like putting them into the spotlight and not being afraid to be and live up to your innermost truth. So that talks about expressing and sort of coming out of the spiritual closet sort of thing, like I did 2 years ago, publicly, online. And this could be something that is your spirit guides are telling me to tell you to go towards, and your passions are going to bring you that success. But effectively, what I do see first and foremost is recognition, online, whatever platform, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, whatever it is, YouTube even. And I feel like the money will follow. I think it's about doing it right and doing it methodically here with Virgo energy. And then the bottom of the deck, we have the 7. We have the 7 of Swords here. So the 7 of Swords is the energy of deceit and possible betrayal, maybe. Maybe there's been some partial success, maybe that you've had having initiated something beforehand. This could have been a partial success in terms of being in the limelight, but you hadn't fulfilled it, you hadn't completed this journey, and this is about completing a journey, doing something right, doing it well here. So whatever it is, and I feel like there is an energy of separation and incompleteness as well, I would say. So this could be a person, a relationship. This could be maybe about finding closure with something or someone who may have passed on. Maybe having to find closure with having ended a relationship, maybe with someone who's actually famous and well known, possibly here with the Sun card. And also maybe sort of going on a spiritual quest and actually feeling worthy in yourself that you are good enough, just generally speaking, but also in life, and to follow your dreams. Essentially, that's the energy that I'm seeing here. Let's just get one roundup card for you. Let's get an oracle card for you. Okay, we're going to use these lovely cards here. I love these Lemuria cards. I'm going to use one card for you. Actually, before they do, they want me to use the Romance Angels, so let's just have a look at the Romance Angels cards. It's going to do 10 minutes, but obviously it's going to be a little bit longer than that. Yeah, so exactly. So find closure and love yourself first here. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. So that's a nice little hint for you, Pole 1. Engagement, your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. Okay, interesting. So maybe there's been a separation and now there's maybe a literal engagement here, Pole 1, for you. Especially here with the ring, this could be someone who finds you very precious. But I actually feel like this is you having gone within after having separated from someone and gone into hermit mode. Maybe you've been single now for some time because maybe there were 3 people involved here, and maybe you have a ring to give someone here, an engagement, or at least upping your level and increasing just upping your level, just generally speaking in life, but maybe there's also upping a potential connection and commitment here. Then we have codependency. Maybe this is something that you've been healing recently. Codependency, addictions are affecting your romantic love life. And I feel like there had been partial success, possibly, and now it's a need to complete this journey of recovery. This could also be, drugs, alcohol, addictions as well, sex addictions, whatever it is. And then playfulness. So that's that sun energy, to recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit to have fun, to shine. So have some fun. I feel like you've been serious for quite some time. Start to have some fun in the sun maybe, and go towards your dreams. Healing family issues, so no surprise, there could be something here in terms of childhood and codependency. So healing family issues, your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. And then we have honeymoon here, enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. So maybe this is about having actual fun and intimate moments with your own family. Maybe this is Christmas time possibly coming through, or the holidays. But I also do see there's also, of course, healing family issues that are also affecting potentially your finances as well. And maybe this codependent behavior had affected your self-esteem and therefore your career, your life path, your money, that your finances coming through. And then honeymoon, enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. This could be that engagement, getting married possibly in the sun, proposing to someone, or even having an intimate moment and a reconnection with someone who you've been in separation from for quite some time. So pile 1, your card is surrender. So trusting that we can achieve more by loosening control can take great courage. Sometimes the most constructive way forward is to stop forcing things into being. So this is quite a shadow aspect of Virgos, someone who's very controlled, controlling possibly, and also quite critical as well. So rather than allowing, inviting and drawing a project into being, so we talked about a passion project, the energy here is of frustration, as if you were pushing something heavy up a mountain and gravity or flow don't seem to be on your side. So use this awareness as a guide when you start to detour from your path. When control is released, so too is resistance. Loosen your hold on the reins and know the universe will catch you. Trust, let the great mysteries reveal themselves, and that's that energy of L'Eremita, the Hermit card. So now it's time to just surrender, pile one. I feel like you are on the right path now as you've gone within and have been reflecting on all of these things, and I feel like this is your journey of healing. But I do see that there is sunshine on the other end of all of this. I feel like it's just kind of a blip on the road, and essentially this is also part of your life journey, just generally speaking, in terms of life lessons. But yeah, I do feel like you're on track now. So that's what I have for you, Pearl One. I hope this resonates for you, and if it doesn't, no worries, no pressure at all. Maybe it'll resonate for you in another time, at another time, when you feel like clicking on this video. I do have other readings as well on Abstract Medicine playlist for you to have a look at. So if I leave you here, thank you so much, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye for now. Hello, Pearl 2, welcome to your reading. Thank you so much for joining. For those of you who picked this lovely dragonfly, has the little word imagine in there, very cute. I found this in a garden, actually, in Bloomsbury in London last summer, on my way to the art studio. So that was really cool when I found it. Very whimsical little insects as well. I feel like whenever I see dragonflies, it just reminds me of magic and creativity as well. So pile 2, welcome to your reading again. So am I on track? So are you on track, pile 2? Money, life, career path. Are pile 2 or is pile 2 on track, please? Oh, before I do, I should, well, it's all right. We have Liamanti. I'm going to use the Major Arcana as well by Frida Designs as well. So starting off your reading with a very strong Major Arcana here, we have the Lover's card. Look at this lovely card. Isn't it very sweet? It's very beautiful. So maybe there's been a decision here, but we have the Lovers here. So maybe there's been a decision about love here. We have a papessa, a female priest here, who may be giving away this lovely couple. Maybe she's marrying them here. This actually looks like a queen, actually, now that I think of it. Looks like a queen, and I feel like I do feel like he's asked her for her hand in marriage here, and especially here with the Cupid. It's a lovely card. Obviously we haven't used this deck really that much on Abstract Medicine. I'll make sure I am, and I will do in the future. This is the antique Romans or antique Italians, ancient Italians. And as I said in Pile 1, I'm not antique. I'm not an antique Italian here. I'm very much contemporary and alive. So Pile 2, maybe there's been a strong decision here. Interesting in this card here, in this deck with Liamanti, we have number 6 upright, and then we have number 9, and the V and the I inversed here, which is interesting. So 69 could be significant. This is also 6 and 9 is of course, yes, we know what it means, but 6 and 9 could also be Cancer as well, the sign of Cancer. So we're already starting your reading with strong love energy, but also possibly a decision that had to be made. And I feel like there has been a decision that was made here with Re di Spade, which is the King of Swords energy here. I'm hoping that you're able to see that here, but nonetheless, I will show you. I also just heard none the wiser. So I feel like there could have been a particular male, this is a significator here, so there could have been a particular male here who was none the wiser and woke up to maybe a connection. Pile 2 here. Maybe they needed to use their imagination, maybe, and be less rigid, possibly. But I do see here the sword does talk about truth. And then we have the High Priestess. So I spoke about La Papessa, originally speaking. So I did say that this reminded me of the Pope, the female Pope, but actually is a queen here. And we have the High Priestess, so very strong divine feminine energy here. There could have been something here with something that maybe you already know, Pole 2. Maybe you've been using your spiritual imagination, your gifts here. Maybe you've been going to tarot readers. Maybe you are a tarot reader or a healer, una cartomante, like myself. So someone who's able to read the cartomancy, the cards, in order to get the information that you needed. Or maybe this is a particular male here who's done that, and maybe there has been a female here who said, look, this person, she is the love of your life and you are destined to marry her here. We have the 8 of, so I always forget with these, because the wands and the swords are almost very similar. The 8 of swords here. So there's been some regrets. This King of Swords is now into, if they were immature, they are now very mature, and they've come into an understanding about this connection, possibly in terms of love. I have to say love because we do have gli amanti here, the lovers. This King of Swords, this is giving me very strong Gemini energy, Libra and Libra, Virgo possibly, Libra, Aquarius, but very strong Gemini energy here, and very strong Pisces too. So this particular male may have had regrets. We have a motorbike passing by. This particular male may have regrets and has been having lots of thoughts and perceptions. Maybe they've been jealous about someone. Maybe they've been jealous about someone else getting married, possibly here, you know. I feel like this plant wants to get into the reading, but because I've had to turn it around a little bit. I've been thinking about putting it on the tarot table actually, but it sort of like wants to get involved somehow. I'm just going to leave it there. So yeah, maybe there's that. But yes, are you on the right track, Pole 2? Well, I feel like in the past there have been some regrets, and I feel like you've gone within to find the answers. Now you're thinking less and you're using your intuition more. Okay, that's what I'm seeing here, or at least that's the thing that's going to put you more on the right track, Pole 2. And then we have Regina. I just heard Gina, so Gina could be a name possibly that's significant for you. Regina di Bastoni, which is the Queen of Wands. She could have given you a bastonada. So this Queen of Wands may have given you a wallop with her mallet here, or cricket bat. I mean, not in a violent way, but, you know, this is kind of giving me the energy of, you know, those puppets. I'm also hearing Tweedledum, Tweedledee, but I'm just hearing those, you know, those puppets that would just like, they would love and hate each other. So there could have been that, you know, maybe there's been a lot of like umming and ahhing about a connection here. Someone definitely knows the truth of this connection, Pole 2. And I do feel in particular it was the divine feminine energy predominant archetype here, regardless of gender. But I also now see that the divine masculine is now picking up on the fact that they have regrets over not making a concrete decision over this connection. And I have to say there are 2 signifiers here. Yeah, so we have the Ace of Swords here. So are you on the right path? I feel like you're on track now, Pole 2, and to be honest, I'm really getting the energy that this could be you, but again, the energy may swap and change. I feel like you're finding the truth here. And then we have here the 2 of Swords. So the 2 of Swords is telling me that there were indecisions here in the past, and now the decision has been made. Yeah, the decision has been made, the truth has come out, or the truth will come out, possibly. Let's have a look at the bottom of the deck here. And then we have the 4 of Pentacles and Il Tredici just coming through. So there's been a transformation, or at least there will be a transformation in your connection. Pile 2, in terms of love, absolutely. I do feel like something had ended, and, you know, maybe you were really obsessed about your career, your money, your finances, or building a career for yourself, or you didn't want to share financially with someone or anyone, because here, you know, transformation is inevitable, death is inevitable here, and you can't take your riches with you or your status in society with you after you've gone, ended something, or you've died, essentially. So I feel like there had been a connection that had died, and is now I feel like is now transforming. And I do get the energy that this is the same person. I do feel like this is you, or if you're the cross watcher here, the divine feminine energy, this is the divine masculine who's going to come through with the truth here. And you see his arm kind of coming out here in order to deliver the truth. And I do see here that there is, you know, this person, this male in particular, who's also holding a sword, or at least a spear, who's got this female's hand in his hand here. So beautiful. Again, destiny is playing its part here. But yes, are you on the right track? I do feel like you are now. I feel like in terms of money and career, I feel like you've already sort of made it in terms of your career. I feel like you've made the right decision now, at least, to go for something that you really love to do. And I feel like you've been following your intuition about that. And I see that there had been regrets about, I feel like you're now wanting to live a life without regrets. I feel like now you're wanting to just continue to follow your hunch, your intuition, because you realise afterwards in hindsight that that's where the truth usually lies, and you feel like it's troppo tardi, like it's too late at times. So now you're on track because you're realising that your intuition is your guiding light and your saving grace as well. So you're going to be following your attention on that, and you don't want to have regrets just, you know, before you die. You don't want to have, when you look back on your life, you don't want to have regrets about being stingy or holding on to things too much or holding on to your career. Like, these are all tangible things, but they're also fleeting things. And now you're seeing that the truth of and the joy of life is love. And so maybe you're going to be less rigid, just generally speaking. But the King of Swords also has, I would say, a very strong wit. We have also strong attraction energy here with Regina di Bastoni. And I do feel like if this is you, your energy, divine feminines, or the female here in particular, regardless of gender, regardless of the divine paradigm, we have someone who's highly attractive here. So I've got a little fly that's, yeah, right. I'm just trying to like pick it up and then scooch it out of the way because I've got lots of plants here. So naturally we have little tiny flies, and also this spider just appeared out of nowhere, and it's quite a big one, and it's just sitting underneath my stairs, and it's been there for 2 days. Actually it's been there a while, because I went away and then I came back and it's still there. So, so there could be an energy of that where you know, there's something that you've been holding on to here with the Four of Pentacles. Something that you may have thought was dead in terms of a connection is actually still there, and hasn't really caught the fly yet, like the spider hasn't really caught the fly yet. And I feel that the fly essentially would be this female, and the spider would be the King of Swords, essentially. So it's kind of like the energy of grappare I'm hearing. So these cards, they speak to me in Italian, intuitively. So it's like this King of Swords is also showing a poker face in terms of love, but I feel like that he's got a plan, and whatever indecisions he had before, in his head, and feeling trapped in his head with making a decision, I feel like he's gonna catch this female in particular off guard here. In terms of career, I feel like you're pretty in charge of your career. I do feel like you're speaking your truth more and more so. You're basically living a life without regrets, just generally speaking, and I feel like that's the way to go, because again, there's no point regretting things that you should have said, shoulda, woulda, coulda kind of energy. Again, in terms of money, it's about giving back and sharing and not holding on too tightly as well. You know, how we can create further finances and abundance is to not have a lack mentality. And so, you know, spend when you can, save when you can as well. But, you know, try not to, like, have joy with what you spend, and give thanks to the things that you do spend as well. Give thanks to the things that are around you, that you've built, to your career. It's very high standing here. But also just know that the energy of money is currency, and it is in flow. It's like water, and it comes and goes. But maybe there's something about not holding on too tightly. Yeah, this fly is just kind of about in this reading. In terms of life, I mean, that's the message, is, you know, enjoy life more here with Il Tradisci, because life is very short and fleeting. Okay, so let's have a look at the romance cards for you, pile 2. Just don't live a life of regret. There's just no point. Don't have jealousy over people as well, and try to release yourself from any mental slavery or mental entrapment or blindness. But I feel like there could be someone here who's going blind faith towards their love here, their love and zest for life. I'm also hearing Lana Del Rey's Lust for Life as well. That song could be significant for you. Keeps us alive, keeps us alive. Interesting, we have life death energy here. Very yin and yang energy, very stop and start energy, very hot and cold energy, very kind of dualistic energy here. Very Gemini energy. Shadow aspect is indecision. Someone who's very indecisive, and I feel like someone has finally made up their mind. So we have pile 2, we have religious factors here. So your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. Pile 2, I did talk about the High Priestess here and originally speaking. If this is not love, this could be your parents as well, who may have given you an idea about the kind of partnership that you should have in life. And I feel like you've come to a level of maturity now that you're able to live and conduct your life the way you wish it to be, and still maintain your cultural traditions as well, if that's something that's concerning you, or your sexuality and your identity, or maybe it's about coming out of the closet here for some of you. Obviously it's not going to relate with all of you, but I feel like maybe there's something here with spirituality and religion here that could be in conflict with your cultural background possibly, but I feel like you're going to speak your truth. And I also see this energy of illumination and clarity coming through. So whatever's been cloudy, any regrets or any kind of like things that you felt you knew about a connection, especially a divine connection, that hadn't come through in the physical, I feel like it's going to come through. I've got my washing machine on, by the way. We have the honeymoon card. So the honeymoon card did come out in pile 1. So we do have enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. So someone is making a decision to speak their truth with you. Maybe this does talk about religion, ceremony here, getting married here, something you or they may intuitively know that this connection is divine here, and the decision is going to be made here. Attraction, yeah, no surprise here. Queen of Wands is very attractive, and I do see that this male in particular is very attracted to this Queen of Wands. So you attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. So what's going to keep you on track is to go for what you love to do, and your self-respect is something, even if you were at odds with your family or you're in conflict with family, you know, holding up your integrity and going for what you want and speaking your truth is living your truth, and is also very attractive to many people, not just in a sexual way, but also just platonically, and even in your family as well. They find that they will respect you for going for what you want, rather than this wishy-washy energy here and living a life of regret. So you attract romantic love as well by enjoying this moment fully. So stay in the present moment. So what's going to keep you on track and put you on path to your highest timeline is to also have fun, play, you know, but also stay in the moment as well. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. So maybe things have been a bit too serious recently, maybe you've been working really hard, and there's been a nudging feeling to really enjoy life more because life is fleeting. Very strong scorpionic energy here with the death card too, so you might have Scorpio in your chart. But I also do see that there is something to do with family here and karma as well. What was it? The house of Scorpio. I don't really know what it is because I'm still studying astrology. But yeah, the death card's all about the past. Just let it go. You know, let go of the past here. There's no point in holding on to the past. And I said before, stay in the moment, stay in the present moment. And I do see there is transformation in a connection, romantically speaking. I also do see that there could be someone who who may have been indecisive about offering you a job, possibly. You might be feeling like this could be, you may have gone to a tarot reader, as I said before, who has told you about these things, or this could be me, myself, who's giving you this truth about being steadfast and just go for what you want. Don't have any regrets. That message is coming in very strongly here, and have fun. Heart-to-heart conversation, yeah, of course, heart-to-heart conversation is going to be an intimate moment between both of you, where you're going to be able to speak to each other and speak your truths to each other. I feel like the divine feminine has already spoken her truth and given him a bastonata, maybe with words, a wallop, vocally, not in an abusive way, but I feel like this male is now is going to speak his truth. So if you are this female, be in the listening energy, okay? So heart-to-heart conversation, honestly discuss your feelings with each other. Let your friends help you. Maybe your friends are going to help you with how to use the right words to speak to your female, your counterpart, or vice versa. Whoever's holding the divine masculine energy or the divine feminine, it doesn't really matter at this point. Just maybe get some guidance and help here in order to help get some guidance from your friends in order to help you use the right words as well. For those of you at work who've been trying to decide about a job as well, I think it's about using the right words and speaking clearly, and asking for what you want at work, just generally speaking, is very important. We have lots of twos here, by the way. We've got 2 here, we have a couple here, and we have the 2 of swords here as well, when 2 become 1 as well. So 2, 2, 2 and 1. 22 could be significant for you as well. The High Priestess naturally is all about hidden knowledge, but there's my washing machine. Hidden knowledge, and then of course the Lovers is all about relationships, love, family. So I feel like you're on path if you stay committed and connected to your family at this point and this current moment. This is a very important time for you at this time, because life is very fleeting here with the Death card and the 4 of Pentacles. You're trying to hold on and have everlasting life here, but that's just not possible. So hold on to what you have and cherish your loved ones. Calling in your soulmate. So for some of you, you may be intuitively connecting with your soulmate and you haven't actually met them yet. This is a high level commitment, a high level person, a high level relationship of the divine nature. So your prayers, affirmations, so your prayers speak your truth. Affirmations and visualizations help bring you together, okay? So speak into it, invoke what it is that you want. Maybe you're having visions or dreams about this person, you haven't actually met them yet, but I feel like it's being in the energy of receptivity to allow them to come in and, have self-respect here. Stay optimistic about your love life as well. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. So be positive here and don't have any regrets. Okay, so pole 2, the dragonfly. So are you on track? So it's pole 2 on track, money, life, career. I feel like with money, as I said before, just try not to hold tight. Maybe do a bit of humanitarian efforts or giving or charity work. Sorry about washing machine there. Okay. Yeah, look, communication and co-creation. So we did talk about creation, I spoke about this, and imagination and art and creativity, and we have the Ace of Swords and the King of Swords. So communication and co-creation. So we normally think of information as something that can be written or spoken, but if something is multidimensional, it is almost impossible to share it with words. How are you communicating beyond words? So this is that astral cosmic love connection as well that's surrounding this reading in particular. Multidimensional. How are you communicating beyond words? Something may be getting lost in translation here. An issue may be cleared through improved communication. What did I say? With the Ace of Swords too. Listen carefully. I spoke about opening up your ears and listening to the person as well when they come in to talk. Listen carefully to what someone has to say without interruption. Furthermore, it may feel scary to share vulnerable truths. Cards don't lie, but this may be the only way forward. This card also encourages greater exploration in the realms of telepathy, healing, and the arts, such as poetry, painting, and music, where there is collective communication beyond the mind. Yeah, so absolutely, a lot of you are being asked to tap into your spirituality, telepathic, intuitive nudges as well, and not to have regrets about anything and just tap into that. It does talk about healing as well, maybe even music as well, and writing here with the Ace of Swords too, painting, poetry, in order to call in your soulmate as well, maybe too, or whatever it is that you want. And look at this lovely card. We've got sort of celestials here, 3 celestials here that are helping you communicate better and clearing out some energies around you and within you too. And this is about, you know, letting your friends help you as well, pile 2. So imagine, open up your mind, your heart, your body, your astral as well, your astral body too, in order to ask your spirit guides for help too. I love that for you, pile 2. I feel like you are on track. It's just about, you know, coming out of the square frame and expanding yourself and opening up your mind to the possibility that is eternal, essentially, which is love. Opening up your creative juices too, pile 2, particularly if you are artists as well. I did talk about imagination too. And I do feel like love is coming, but it's also about listening to that person when they do come in, and not to allow any fears or regrets to intercept and create cloudy energy. Again, this is about clarity coming through, and have some fun and flirt as well when they do. So that's all I have for you, pile 2. I really hope this message has resonated with you and has found you well as well. And if it doesn't, don't worry about it. I do have other readings as well that you can tap in on Abstract Medicine playlist. There's so many readings out there on Abstract Medicine playlist too. If it doesn't resonate now, it could resonate later in the future. Time is cyclical, as we know. If this is where I leave you, pile 2, thank you so much for pressing the like button and subscribing as well. And I will catch you on the next one. Take care and bye for now. Hello, pile 3, and welcome to your reading. Thank you so much for joining. So for those of you who picked the lovely 10p, the Queen's head here, with the, actually it's 2 lines, not 3 lines, with the 10p there at the back. Thank you so much for clicking on your pile. So is pile 3 on track? Am I on track, pile 3? So are you on track, pile 3? Money, life, career path. Let's have a look and see. Okay, so far there's been some interesting readings with pile 1 and pile 2, but you are, even though you are last, you are certainly not least, pile 3. So is pile 3 on track? Money, life, career. Thank you so much. And just life path, just generally speaking. Okay, starting this reading with the wonderful Ace of Bastani, the Bastani, Ace of Wands here. Something is really something new and exciting is happening for you. Maybe this is something spiritual happening. Maybe this is something, someone who's coming in order to express their desires towards you, possibly, pile 3. Okay, so pile 3, let's have a look. Let's just see. There's too many cards, Spirit, please. Thank you. But we did have the Virgo card, L'Eremita, come through. And interestingly, the Hermit cards, Virgo's energies, comes through quite a lot in pile 3, usually. Okay, so we have the 6 of Cups. So someone could be coming back from your past here. Someone could be returning to you in order to express some passions, desires. This could also be someone at work who may be coming back, so someone that you've worked with or something that you're really passionate about, that could be coming back and returning to you. As I'm filming this, we are currently in Mercury retrograde, so this is quite usual as well. Someone who has a lot of desires for you, someone who finds you very attractive, possibly pile 3. I'm also seeing this hand and this sleeve as Santa Claus too, so maybe this is something about Santa Claus here. Maybe there's some role playing here, I don't know. But I'm also picking up on soulmate energy here. Let's have a look at the major arcana for you, pile 3. Is pile 3 on track? I feel like you are. I mean, it's a yes. Okay, so you've got 3 cards coming through, but the main one is the Emperor card here. So very strong masculine energy. I love this card here. And I just want to say the Hermit card is poking through. I'm going to put these back because it's not fair for the piles. They all had one major arcana. The Hermit and the Wheel of Fortune. Again, as said, pile 3 always end up having the Virgo card at the end. It's really interesting. So something is changing, something is evolving. Someone has been looking within to find the answers, and they have found the answers. And I feel like this is someone who really has worked very hard. They're not showing face here. They're able to create whatever they wanted to create. This is someone who's very balanced, stable, someone who's very successful as well. They've made a lot of money, essentially. They're very wealthy, or at least they're coming into the energy of that in the near future or in the long run, just generally speaking. But this is a very strong divine masculine energy. Here, this is also very strong Aries energy too. Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus or Mars, it doesn't really have, or Jupiter even, it doesn't really matter. But yeah, I'm seeing here that there is someone who is very attracted to something, or someone from their past, or this could be you as a cross watcher, where someone from your past, particularly in Aries, someone who's older than you, who could be coming back to express desire, physical touch. They could be approaching you in a physical way that you may not be accustomed to as well. And I feel like they could be coming back towards you. And it's been a question of time here with the watch here that they're holding. And maybe they're getting some help from spirit guides. But if this is not it, we're going to expand the reading. So money, life, career path, just generally. I feel like pile 3, you are on the right path. In terms of your career, I mean, it's blowing up. You're glowing up as well. You're doing amazingly well. Wow, look at that. Oh my gosh. We have l'Imperatrice. So we have the Empress and the Emperor here in 2 separate decks here. Amazing. So we have massive, strong counterpart energy here. So pile 3, this is amazing. I'm also seeing a lot of divine unions coming about, or about to come together as well. So for those of you who are not in a divine connection just yet, but I do see here that the Empress is absolutely the very feminine, divine masculine energy here, who are maybe coming back together, returning to each other, and actually physicalizing this love here with the Ace of Wands. Lovely. I feel like it's the male, the divine masculine energy in particular, who's going to be expressing this first and foremost. They're going to make their first move and first approach here. So pile 3, let's just get one more card, please. Is pile 3 on track? Yes, they are. Ooh, Regina di Bastoni. Okay, so this could be interesting, because this could be 2 people. This could be the divine masculine who may have been entertaining a female here, or another person who they were very sexually attracted to, regardless of gender here. And this was a soulmate connection, but it was actually a karmic soulmate connection, and there could have been a sexual tie here. The ties that bind us, I'm hearing, and I feel like they made the wrong decision, because I don't know if you can see, but this divine masculine has a drop here coming out of his eye here, so he's upset about something because he made the wrong decision, and he's slightly disheveled too, now that I think about it. But the eye drop is pointing to the Empress here, so he knows that he's made the wrong decision here with the wrong person here, and I feel like he has regrets because he realized that his true love is the Empress. Wow, my gosh, amazing. Wow. Okay. Okay, so I feel like they were not on track. For those of you who are cross watchers and are reading for your divine masculine, as you know, was not on track here. We have the 10 of Pentacles here, so they're looking towards the future. Not surprised here with the divine masculine energy. It's all about, something that is stable for the long run, someone who is thinking about legacy here to the highest degree. And the 10 of Pentacles is all about, they knew that they made the wrong decision with someone else, and they may have invested financially with someone else as well, but they're realizing that their long-term goal and commitment is actually their true soulmate here with the Empress here. Okay, wow. But I feel like in terms of money, I feel like you're on your way to riches here, absolutely here. Because you're following your passions, because you are actually already on track towards your goals. Wow, okay. So we have Il Diavolo here, so we have the Devil card here, which is actually quite a scary image here. So I feel like, again, this Divine Masculine was sleeping with a devil here. So I do see that this person was someone who may have looked or appeared innocent and sweet and also very attractive too, but actually they were the devil in disguise here. So I feel like this Divine Masculine, was upset, very saddened, to put it lightly, about this decision, this error that they want to correct here. And we have Fante di Denari. So Divine Masculine is, even though he's in charge and may seem across as someone who knows and is very put together as well, who also really likes lovely suits or nice things, nice clothes, nice cars, likes to have a very comfortable life, may not look like they like to travel first class or business class, but they do. It's that kind of thing, quite earthy energy too, and quite fiery energy too. But yes, we have also very strong Taurus energy here and very strong Capricorn energy here. So the Divine Masculine has maybe been working on their money for quite some time. They may have been addicted, maybe with a sex addiction too, possibly. But I also see that they kind of wanting to let the dust settle a little bit, and I feel like they have. And they're wanting to offer, they're trying to find a way to manifest something that they've been hiding for quite some time here with La Luna il Bagato. A new beginning here, and something, a small offer, a small gesture, maybe even a message to the Empress here. Beautiful. And I do see there is new beginning energies here, but it's about cleansing their past and leaving it behind here with all of this energy here. So let's have a look at the romance angels. But before we do, in terms of work and money, I feel like you're fine. Like, you're on the right track, as I said before. You're doing really well financially speaking. Your career is blowing up. You're blowing up. You're doing really well. And it's just about following your passions, just stay committed to that. Try not to overwork too much here. And with the Six of Cups, I do feel like there is something, maybe there is an idea that you've had from your past that you want to look back on as well, especially here during Mercury retrograde. Maybe this is something that you can look back on, this idea, and actually reinitiate it again, because I do see that it's going to provide you a lot of money and success. It's like a kind of like a heart moment energy that I'm picking up on. Six of Cups could also be past friends or false soulmates too. Maybe you've had a past life, almost certainly, with someone who's very karmic here, and you've had to clear this pattern. I do feel like this Divine Masculine is wanting to send a message, or study a past passion as well, project as well, or hobby even. And this studying of this past project and or passion is going to help to create the balance, and also increase the financial balance as well that is needed as well if there's been any financial losses. I do feel like there is someone who may have been drawing energy, financially speaking, away from this Divine Masculine, whether love or at work matters. Yeah, there's been codependency here, the codependency card and the energy of it, and then of course we have deception, is very strong in the readings that I channel in terms of divine love. This is no surprise here. Also, we have healing family issues. So the Divine Masculine has been, has had an addiction, a sex addiction, possibly, almost certainly, with someone else. Addictions are affecting your romantic love life because you are in a situationship with a Divine Masculine that put you at a distance and put a barrier between you and them and this situation that we're involved in. If it's not someone as a person, almost certainly is for the majority of you, this could also be a work situation where this third party situation could have actually been their work that they were disguising and not telling you, and they were being very deceptive. and not telling you about what was going on because they were working on their empire. Someone is wearing a false mask, self-mask in this relationship, yeah. And then healing family issues. So this divine masculine has been healing, you know, deception energies, so being more truthful and learning how to release codependency issues as well, whatever they are. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents, and also someone here is needing to forgive their parents and maybe even send a message in particular to a mother in particular, possibly here, or a father as well here. Okay, so that's going to help you. So I feel like that's kind of the message here, that you need to just heal any sort of wounds that you may have with your parents, and then of course you have love yourself first as well, which I think came in pile 2's reading. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive, or maybe it was pile 1, but that's kind of it really. So once you look after yourself, because these codependency issues are all about worries about self-worth here, aren't they? So I feel like you will be even more so on track, on your higher timeline, as it were, if you continue to heal these family issues here, and codependent patternings here as well. Let's just get one more card for you as well from the romance angels. Okay. And then, you know, we had the Queen here. So do you remember, you know, the 10p coin, number 10 is also about endings, completions as well. So you're seeing someone as a perfect 10 here, and she is your queen to your king, or your empress to your emperor here. And then we have honeymoon. So enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. So I feel like there could literally be a holiday here for you. Maybe you're planning on going away, particularly Venice here. Or maybe this is about just going within, and finding love and truth within yourself, and that you are enough, and to learn these patterns as well that could have gone on and on and on again. So things coming back from your past in order to haunt you, and then have put you in this codependency situations, or whatever it could be, that is highly toxic for you here. It's not good for your soul, your body, your mind, or even your finances. So I feel like maybe you've been tested, maybe one too many times, and now it's time to be clear. I'm also hearing you have the all clear as well, if you have been, if you had a medical test as well. That's just coming through. But there could have been someone from your past who you may have, or you're on track to letting go of here. You know, because you've been paying attention to the red flags here, that the signs are cautioning you this person was not to be trusted here. Let's have a look at the Lemuria cards here for you. So are you on track? Money, life, career, path. Okay, so pile 3. Okay, it's too many cards. Pile 3. Well, we did have the card of healing and awakened awareness as well that just came through. So there is an awareness that healing needs to be made here, and that's that awakening, the Ace of Wands that came through. So we have this lovely card here. Oh, we've got 2. Is that 2? No, we've got this one here. Transformation. So go inwards and be present with wherever you are at. Go inwards and be present with wherever you are at in your process. Feel whatever you need to feel. It may be hard to be present with some parts of yourself. There you go. Bring them into a cocoon of gentle self-love and reflection. So maybe it's time to go within and do some self-reflection and love yourself first, and really learn these patterns, as I mentioned before. Yeah, insight will come. Shadows can be released, and your heart space will soften. Cry or be angry if this is what you are holding on to, and laugh at the ironic divine perfection of it all. Journey beyond your constructed outer self, where you can delve into the beautiful abyss of your being. So rather than delve into an abyss of toxicity and toxic patterns and behaviors with maybe the wrong people here, dive into an abyss of well-being instead. Revel in the twilight before the dawn and let your wings unfurl. Yeah, and don't be afraid as well. I feel like there's some fear here, fear in your eyes here. I'm actually going to give you this other card that came with it too. So, Starseer. Have you ever headed towards a specific destination, but instead of it being where you ended up, the journey was the catalyst for getting you where you were meant to go? So maybe you were dealing with someone who was toxic, and that was that spiritual lesson that had to be learned, and they were not part of your higher timeline. They were not part of your being on track. They were off track. Yeah. And so I feel like this was the catalyst for this understanding and awareness that you are destined to be with someone else, this Empress here, who's very stable, loving, nurturing, you know, so alluring as well. Just isn't just attractive and beautiful, but has an allure about them that's just eternal, it's everlasting, it just keeps exuding, you know? And maybe this talks about children as well. And I would say be careful, because with the Ace of Wands here and the Empress, it's telling me there, and Il Diavolo is telling me there's a lot of passion and high sex drive and potential for children as well, childbirth as it were, or pregnancy. Have you ever felt nothing was worked out as planned? Emperor energy, planning. So have you ever felt nothing was worked out as planned, but then it came together perfectly? That's the divine connection here with the Six of Cups and the Imperatrice. This card depicts intuition as a goddess lifting us to see where we are going, and the star she's in us. So this goddess is actually the divine feminine energy here, and she's been your starry light, your starlight in the darkness, yeah. Or you could be that to a divine masculine in particular. Where was I? Yeah, so this card depicts intuition as a goddess lifting us to see where we are going, and the star she sees in us. So this divine feminine is seeing your potential here, divine masculines, if this is you. Whereas this person here was a false divine flame, a false divine feminine, a false soulmate here, who was just using you to get high accolades themselves, you know, to get money, to get fame, and all you wanted was recognition. And unfortunately, it was a codependent relationship. But this person here is your starry light in the darkness here. Okay, beautiful. Yeah, so the journey may not go as planned, but the outcome is better than you thought possible. Let the serendipities unfold. Allow space for unexpected opportunities, even when the route is not as direct as you imagined. Listen to your intuition and know you have got this. Okay, lovely. Yes, we have this goddess who's got this ladder here and is helping this male go up the ladder here. Hopefully you can see that. Not the camera shaking too much. So yeah, this divine feminine has been your starry light, your star this whole time. And it's also the energy of the divine masculine actually going on his knees and just begging for mercy. I'm hearing the song, but begging for forgiveness as well, pleading for forgiveness. And naturally, the divine feminine will, because it's destined. In terms of career, as I said before, you're on track, you're doing really well in terms of your career. I think that's sorted. In terms of money, I feel like, you know, just go towards what you're really good at and just keep doing that methodically. Work religiously towards it as well. Just try to loosen up a little bit of work, because I do see that there is a lot of heavy energy in terms of that. But I feel like anything that you've also been procrastinating at work as well, it's time for you to focus on that too, because I feel like there's been a bit of a backward mentality about it. You've been chasing money before chasing your passions and your joy here. So there needs to be a slight course correction in terms of that, in terms of your life path, which is tied in with money and career, just generally speaking. In your life, I do feel like you are coming out of low vibrational energy, and I feel like you're in a time of evolution and healing here. And I think I said something about the all clear here as well. So if there's been any sort of you know, I'm just going to say like dis-ease, then that's being cleared here, I would say, particularly of a sexual nature. I do see something here in terms of that, possibly an STD or something like that is being cleared out. And I feel like if that hasn't been looked at yet, it's time to go to someone about that, I would say, because I feel like this has been hidden for quite some time, or you've been a bit scared about looking at that. So, pile 3. Thank you so much for your energy and your attention, and for clicking this video, and for pressing the like button as well, and for subscribing for those of you who are wanting to be notified of when I'll be posting these videos. When you press subscribe, it actually helps you with that. If I'm going to leave you here, thank you so much, and I will catch you on the next one. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, and I will see you soon. Bye for now.